I constantly feel like I'm in a rush. I'm running out of time. There's more I should or could be doing. If I'm doing well, I need to quickly take advantage of it because I know it won't last long. I'm not actually capable of keeping a routine. I'm such a fraud. How dare I try? I always feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm a terrible friend for not responding sooner. How on earth does everyone but me balance productivity and having a social life? Outside is so expensive. I need to stop spending money. I'm wasting time mentally preparing for my appointment in a couple hours. Why don't I have more to show for all the work I've done? Clearly because I have never done anything in my life. Okay, don't spiral. But in order to not spiral, I have to take time to make sense of my headspace. But I don't have time for this. All I do is waste time and money. My energy is in the wrong places. I should give myself grace. I know it's ADHD brain, and I'm trying, but that doesn't actually change anything, you know? Like, don't try, do. I've always hated that phrase because how can you do something without trying? That doesn't even make sense, figuratively and literally. I need to stop complaining. It's really annoying and nobody likes a complainer. You need to be liked. No, that's another spiral I don't have time for. The world is literally on fire. I need to be grateful. I'm not doing enough. I need to do more to put out the fire. Free Palestine. All I can think about is my family in Sudan. The kids. What did I do to deserve safety and security? Well, actually, no one deserves anything they have. It's all a blessing from Allah. Except for those kids. They deserve everything. Filming myself making coffee is ridiculous. Everything feels so insignificant. Wait, no, this is another spiral. There's no time. Go pray. Call your mom. Do the dishes. Start somewhere. You have more time than you think. You just have to remove the sense of urgency. For the sake of your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health, slow down. Good morning. Sabah al-khair. I just started this new book. It's called No Longer Human by Usamu Dazai. I hope I said that right. I'm really bad at authors' names, and I feel like that's really disrespectful. Like, if I give you hours of my time, I should be able to pronounce your name correctly. Anywho, I felt like vlogging today because I'm home. We're home. It's gonna be a bit of a homebody day. I wanna say a reset, but not really. Like, it's just the beginning of a new month. Tomorrow's June. I don't know when this is gonna go live, but June is my favorite month. The month I was born, the month of summer. Also an excuse for me to be an iPad kid and like plan out my whole month. So I'm gonna do that probably tonight, later in this video. On today's episode, of good habits that I try to create and then share and then do not follow up with. I've been trying to focus on not being in a rush. For some reason, no matter how much time I have, I always feel like it's not enough. It has been a theme in the past. But that time, it was about vanity because it was the first time I ever found a gray hair. And then I kind of just got over it. The vanity wasn't motivation enough for me. But now I think like just managing stress is a very important life skill. I'm just one girl. I can handle it. It doesn't feel good to be in this chronic state of urgency. And I look back at all the times that things were urgent. They were not that urgent. I could have relaxed. It's also not great for your hormones, believe it or not. Which, by the way, on the topic of hormone balancing, stress management, time management, cycle syncing is a new thing I've loosely been trying to do, which if you don't know what cycle syncing is, it's adjusting your workouts, your social behavior, your productivity, basically your whole life around your cycle, because women have a monthly cycle, not a daily cycle. It's so much easier to function gracefully when you allow yourself to sleep when you need sleep, and you're productive when you have the most energy, and you're following a cycle that was made perfectly for you. Highly recommend. What else? I don't know if anybody actually cares about my nutrition. Basically, I was vegetarian for like 7-8 years. It was a really long time. I lost track of count. I didn't mean to go vegetarian. It was just something that at the time, it felt good. It worked. Over time, I feel like my body just wants different things. I can't eat the way that I was eating when I was 19. You know, my body doesn't love carbs as much anymore. I don't hate carbs. I love carbs. My heart loves carbs. But if we're being honest, I feel like I need was it Offset? Y'all won, that's how I feel. I wasn't getting enough protein. I feel like I'm gonna do a lot more showing than telling. All the other basic things, taking my vitamins, low impact workouts. A big one, not being on my phone in the morning. I need it. We can't like pretend that the world is normal right now. And also like my channel's not a safe space for anyone who doesn't politically agree with me on very, very basic things. For instance, Palestinians deserving rights. Like, if you don't agree with me, this is not a safe space for you. I'm not a safe person. Go away, go somewhere else, go to the library, read a book. But for the sake of language, I'm gonna say we, because again, if you don't agree with me, you shouldn't be here. Nothing about the past year and before that have been normal, nor should it ever be normal. Nor am I really the person to be like, oh, poor me, and consuming so, that's, social media is an echo chamber, right? And in order for things to leave the echo chamber, we need to continuously share things in hopes that they leave the echo chamber. But a consequence of social media is that we see these things over and over again, these images, these horrible, horrible images over and over again. Again, we. It's important to remember that it's not helpful to ourselves or to anybody else to break down in a very crippling way. I feel like, alhamdulillah for Islam, hopelessness is not... Also, oh my God, there's so many things. I feel like morning thoughts. I'm just letting them go through. Alhamdulillah, now I feel like I'm mentally stable. Everybody say mashallah. I know what it's like to not be there. So when I do a video like this, I know what it's like to watch these types of videos and be like, you're so annoying. Trust me, I know. But now I'm in a different place. And when you're in this relatively healthy place, you can kind of differentiate the emotions in a way that you couldn't before. For me, it's not helpful for anybody actually to be on their phones 24/7, binge watching Al Jazeera before bed, which, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I'm better in the morning than I am at night. I'm not always great at it. I just wanted to chat. If I say anything politically incorrect, I'm sorry. I don't care. I feel like that's another part of managing stress. I feel like if you try your best to be a relatively good person, you shouldn't be so worried about coming across as a bad person. Not to assume you know. Morning spirals. Yalla. Okay, last thing I want to say. When you do morning pages, which I think I talked about in one of my last videos, it's when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you do is you just jot down everything. Literally you write garbage, because when you write things down, they become smaller, which I've mentioned before. Everything that's going on here, just being written down, allows the rest of your day to just be normal, or give you a chance to be normal. For me, at least. Yalla, let's have a good day. Okay? Yalla, bismillah.